Hello, are you check once again? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Welcome to the class. Had some video issues. Hopefully, the other few folks will be able to join us. But let's get started. And you start with centering yourself. Nice deep breaths. So if you feel heavy in your head, just a few deep breaths will make a difference. I would say within about 2 or 3 minutes, you will start to clear the muddiness. So let's give that a try. And slowly releasing. Okay, let's start our asana practice by balancing ourselves. And balancing ourselves is so important, especially when there is a lot of disturbance outside. First thing what you want to do is to bring yourself to a sense of balance, and the best way to do that is to breathe well, and secondly, a balancing posture like the tree. So go ahead and stand on the right with your left foot folded into the right, or you can just keep the left leg bent and hanging forward. And slowly releasing, shake your leg. Okay, and let's try the same Vrikshasana on the left leg. So go ahead and stand on your left. You can use a wall for support if you have to, or a chair. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Hold and breathe. Okay, so keep trying And whenever you're done, come back to neutral, shake your leg. Okay. So let's try a bit of stretching. First, let's work the neck. Look over your left shoulder and your right. And so let's do that a few times. Come back to neutral. And let's flex the neck up and down. As you inhale, up. Exhale, down. Come back to neutral. Rotate your head slowly and deliberately. Come back to neutral and rotate your head in the other direction. And come back to neutral. Okay. Now let's try the mountain. Again, mountain is a posture of stability. Tell yourself that you can be stable given whatever the challenge. Hold your arms up, pointing your index fingers. Gently lock your arms at the elbows. You have to keep your arms lengthened. Look ahead. From the base of your spine, feel the energy rising, traversing through your chakras, along the spine, along your core, reaching the crown of your head and then the fingertips. And slowly release. Okay, come back to neutral. Now let's continue with our stretching. Get into a stance. Okay, about 3 or 4 feet apart. Get your arms up parallel to the mat. Open up your arms and then press the shoulder blades into each other at the back. Look ahead, throwing your head back. Form the chin mudra with your hands, which is the index and the thumb fingers, the tips touching, stretching out the rest of the fingers. So this is a posture of reception. Energy being sent to you, for you, meant for you. You are in a position to receive. Let it converge into your heart chakra. As you inhale, feel that space warming up and growing bigger. And release. So if you find it hard to hold the arms up for an extended period of time, you should let go, take a break and come back again. Okay, that's how you build strength. So we did that stretching. Now let's continue with that. So go back to stance and point your left foot to the side, right inside, about 60 degrees. So if you're new to yoga, your heel of the front foot should be aligned with the arch of your back foot. Your chest should be facing the front, not turning to your side in this posture. Okay, and then your arms are parallel to the mat. Look over the left shoulder. Rest your eyesight on the fingertips ahead. Try to release tension throughout your body. So you got to lighten up, open up the passageway for the energy to flow through as you breathe. Now let's reach down into triangle. So you can rest your hand anywhere on the leg, okay? If you can't reach all the way down, that's fine. You can just rest the elbow on the thigh. You can even bend the leg at the knees. Hold and breathe. And release, okay? Shake your leg. Good stretch on the side. Now let's try the same two postures on the other side. Back to your stance. Right foot to the side, left inside. Arms parallel to the mat. Looking over to the right. Resting your eyesight or drishti on the fingertips. So you kind of hang on to the fingertips. Using that fulcrum or pivoting on the fingertips, you try to release tension in the body. So scan your body mentally, starting with your feet, calf muscles, kneecaps, thighs. Just try to loosen them. And now reach down for the triangle. And release, come back to neutral. Okay. Now let's prepare ourselves for the Surya Namaskars. And to do that, you have to do the back bend and then the forward bend. Okay, first back bend, arms up, looking up and back, hold and breathe. Okay, try to release your lower back. Nice deep breaths. And now hinge at the hips and slowly, okay, working your spine, rolling your spine into the standing forward bend. and come back up to neutral. Now for the Surya Namaskars or the sun salutations, let's try two variations of that. Okay, simplest form is the half sun salutation. Inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up, parallel to the mat, lengthen your spine, hold and breathe a few times. Trying to flatten the lower back, okay? And then as you exhale, again standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. One more time. Inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up, parallel to the mat, lengthening your spine, hold and breathe. And then exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. So that is the half sun salutation. Now for the intermediate sun salutation. This is a little bit more steps. So inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. And then inhale, left foot to the back, lunge. So in this lunge, you can try to go down as low as you can, okay? Then downward dog, and then stretch, exhale on the mat. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, right foot to head lunge, and then standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Inhale, back bend, and exhale, standing forward bend. This time, right foot goes to the back, lunge, and downward dog, and then stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, left foot comes ahead, lunge, standing forward bend, exhale, inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Good amount of stretching. Now let's get down to the mat into Vajrasana. So why do you have to do Vajrasana? Vajrasana strengthens your knees, flexes your ankles, and it's very important because the balance you have on your feet depends a lot on your flexibility at the ankles. Especially as you age, it's important that you maintain strength and flexibility in your ankles. It prevents a lot of falls, very beneficial. So let's try to hold Vajrasana for the next 8 to 10 breaths. If you want to deepen Vajrasana, you can raise your arms up, hold and breathe a few times. And release. Okay, good. Now let's get to easy posture. Take your hands to the back and hold the right wrist and gently bend towards the left knee. Hold and breathe. And come back up to neutral. Switch your hands to the back. Hold the left wrist. You have to gently pull the wrist down. That way it opens up the top side of your lungs. And then gently bend towards the right knee. Hold and breathe. Now bring both your hands to the front center. Walk the fingers away, head down. Try to lengthen your spine as much as possible. You gently squeeze your intestines. Okay, think of it as a massage. Hold and breathe. Come back up. Now all the postures we did as we were sitting, most of it you can actually do it on a chair. If you can't really sit down on the mat, you can try these on a chair. Okay. Now let's bring both the feet together. Pull the toes up. Continue to breathe. You have to press the knees down. So this helps you sit up straight. And when I say straight, it opens up your core, the passageway for the energy to travel. So you can feel that. You can feel the freedom to breathe better in Baddha Konasana. Now what you want to do, as you keep holding the toes, you gently lean forward. Okay, take your time now. With each exhalation, letting go of your trunk. And come back up to seated posture, easy posture. Now easy posture, you can try different variations, okay? So you can take your right leg and put it on the thigh. So this becomes half lotus. Gives you more stability when you sit for meditation. And then to make it full lotus, you take the other foot and then place it on the other leg. Okay. This gives you complete stability actually. Again, it's very hard for Westerners to try this. It might hurt your knees, so don't try to push for it. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of time to get into that kind of flexibility. But it doesn't prevent you from any postures. Okay, you can always practice the same in easy posture. Now let's try the twist. So take your hands up and you want to rotate to your left, and then place the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Use that as a fulcrum to rotate the spine, keeping it as straight up as possible. Hold and breathe. The hand at the back, closer to the body, propping up your back. And come back to neutral. Let's try the twist on the other side. So you're going to turn to your right and back, left hand outside of the right knee. Try to breathe, engaging the length of your spine. So you got to create movement, you got to feel movement along your spine. And come back to neutral. Now, if your back is like mine, which is sore today, it's hard to do the twist. So let's try the twist another way. So fold both your legs to the right, and you don't have to keep the legs one on top of each other. Let them find their space, okay, on the ground. Now you want to turn to your left and back, hold and breathe. Come back to neutral. Let's flip the legs to the left side, and you're going to turn to your right and back. And come back to neutral. Now what we want to do is to get into a table posture. We want to work on our lower back and spine. So the way we do this is, as you inhale, head up and left leg up. Exhale, left knee and the head together. Exhale, inhale, up, exhale, bringing them together. So try this a few times. And come back to neutral. Okay, now let's try the same on the other side. So with your right leg up, head up, and head and the knee together a few times. and come back to table position. For a moment, sitting in Vajrasana. Let's move on to a few strengthening postures. One is the plank. You want to stand on your legs, on your toes, as well as the hands. Hold and breathe. From here into downward dog. Okay, release and come back into easy posture. So for the gentle yoga class, we're trying to keep it a little more gentle today. Let's wrap up the class with some pranayama and meditation. First, you want to form a loop with your index, little finger, and ring finger. The index and the middle finger stretching out. Gently press the fingertips into each other, whatever is forming the loop. Hold and breathe in the Prana Mudra. This is the Prana Mudra. It vitalizes the energy within. For vitality, you got to focus on the second chakra, which is the Swadhisthana chakra, 4 finger widths below the navel. So as you inhale, imagine drawing energy from an infinite source. It slowly flows along with the breath down the core, down the spine, reaching the Swadhisthana chakra, energizing. Okay, and release. Now, moving on to Jalandhara Bandha. Okay, the throat lock. So you want to inhale, hold the breath, dropping your chin and locking your throat, maintaining your awareness on the throat chakra at the base of the neck, and holding as long as you can. Whenever you need to breathe, let go. Okay, so let's try that a couple times. One more time. release. Now let's try the Uddayana Bandha. So you have to expel the air from your body as quickly as possible, and as you maintain the vacuum, releasing your diaphragm, relaxing it, and then pulling it up towards the spine. Okay, so let's give that a try. You want to lean forward, which helps. Try it a couple times. Back to neutral. And finally, let's try the alternate nostril breathing. And the purpose of alternate nostril breathing, okay, is because it influences the energy channels inside your body. And the three main energy channels are along your spine. The core is the central energy channel, Sushumna. On the left of the Sushumna is the Ida, and the right is the Pingala. And the left and the right channels have specific qualities. The left is more female, the more calm, and the right is more dynamic, the more instinctive, for example. And so you want to bring balance to both. So that's why you got to breathe as though you are influencing, or you want to breathe so that you influence the Sushumna better. So most of your energy should be flowing through the Sushumna, which is at the core of the spine, according to the text. So we are going to close our right nostril, inhale through the left, close the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale back in through the right, closing the right, exhale through the left. So that's one cycle. Let's try about 6 to 8 cycles. After your next exhalation, breathe normally. Just checking inside, see how you feel. Whether you feel calmer than what it was beginning of the class. Are you more balanced? Hopefully you are. Thank you for attending today's class again. Sorry for the technical glitch today. and see you on another session. Namaste.